A total of 925.1 million ringgit of 1MDB-related money has been returned to the government to date. Finance Minister Lim Guan said in a statement today that the funds were recovered in various currencies of different denominations. Lim said 805.8 million ringgit of the funds were returned from the United States, of which 567.8 million ringgit were from the Park Lane Hotel, Manhattan, and 238 million ringgit from Red Granite Pictures. He added that 92.3 million ringgit of the funds recovered were from Singapore, and 27 million ringgit were recovered locally, of which 6.1 million ringgit were from the 1MDB Foundation and 20.9 million ringgit from the company itself. This, he said, is the result of the efforts made by the authorities, including the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, the Royal Malaysia Police, the Attorney General's Chambers, and the cooperation with foreign authorities. Lim added that efforts to recover the funds will continue to repay 1MDB's debts amounting to 51 billion ringgit, including future interest payments guaranteed by the federal government. The government will table new laws on pollution control and energy efficiency in the Dewan Rakyat soon. Energy, Science, Technology, Environment and Climate Change Minister Yeo Bee Yin said the new law on pollution control to replace the Environmental Quality Act 1974 will see greater enforcement powers and stiffer punishments.
This Pollution Control Act will also have higher standards to companies to comply, and also bigger punishment and heavier punishment to non-compliances. So for those of you who are having who are investing in a more polluting industry, you make sure that they look into that and see what the regulatory framework and what will be the risk of the cost of compliance.
Yeo said this after officiating at the opening ceremony of the Evolution of ESG Investing Seminar hosted by Malayan Banking Berhad Maybank and Bursa Malaysia Berhad. She added provisions which deal with restrictions against air, noise, land, inland waters and marine pollution, as well as open burning, will see heavier fines under the proposed new act. Last month, Yeo presented Energy Efficiency and Conservation Bill at the Cabinet meeting and it was approved. This new law, to be tabled before Parliament, seeks to further incentivize building owners to reduce energy wastage to be more efficient via adoption of green technologies. MIDF Research expects the Malaysian aviation sector's prospect to remain upbeat in the second half of the year. The firm said Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad's MAHB innovative efforts, such as the Joint International Tourism Development Programme with Tourism Malaysia, would facilitate airlines in promoting Malaysia overseas. This in turn would bode well for MAHB's strategy to attract more airlines and increase connectivity, which will moderate effects of the International Departure Levy and possibly higher passenger service charges, PSCs. Meanwhile, low-cost carriers LCCs such as AirAsia Group Berhad and AirAsia X Berhad were strengthening their presence in core markets while establishing new hubs in destinations such as Lombok in Indonesia. The research firm said LCC's strong presence in core markets would continue to attract higher passengers in 2019 while benefiting MAHB, which is its top pick for the sector. KUB Malaysia Berhad will invest up to 11 million ringgit to open a bottling plant to produce 4,000 liquefied petroleum gas LPG cylinders a day in Barandang, Selangor. Its Group Managing Director, Dato' Abdul Rahim Muhammad Zin, said once the plant began operations, it is expected to contribute to the increase of KUB Malaysia's market share in LPG segment to 18% within next 5 years, from 10% at present.
So dengan secara tidak langsung, plan ini akan membantu juga warehouse facility di sini untuk penetrate market di kawasan ini.
He was speaking after the launch of new LPG cylinder warehouse, which is owned and operated by its dealer LP Gas Trading. Currently, Dato' Abdul Rahim said the gas segment has contributed up to 70% to the group's financial performance. That's all the time we have for Bizworld this time around. I'm Nadia Azmi. Thank you for watching and keep tuning in to TV3.